A discussion was gently facilitated on the language students use to describe themselves and other students at Enloe High School. This was done in order to discuss labelitis, or the labeling disease, and its role in creating conflict at Enloe High School. These situations were juxtaposed with a discussion of labelitis in the context of the Rwandan genocide, and the role labelitis played in creating so much racism, hate, fear, and killing.
First, do any of these words, these negative words, do they create conflict at Enloe? Yes. Yes, tell me. Who said yes? Who said yes? Tell me how. Tell me how.
Okay, how does it create conflict?
How does it create issues? How does it create conflict? Yes.
Because if a white person would come up to you like, hey, nigga. That's a lot of problem right there, you know?
It's just disrespectful.
Exactly, it's disrespectful.
You said that in the wrong crowd.
So how else does it create conflict? Right, because it makes people angry because it's disrespectful and it's degrading and it's inappropriate, right? Now, how many of you guys remember anything about last Wednesday when we did the Hutu versus Tutsi? And I told you guys, thank you, I told you guys that Hutu and Tutsi were what? They're the same race, aren't they?
Yeah, race.
Right, and they're the same nationality because they're both Rwandan. But no, they're actually different ethnicities because they have different traditions and they have different cultures, and that's what defines ethnicities. Now, how did that come to be about? Based on how many resources they had, they took that same race, okay, and that same nationality that was Rwandan, and they split the groups into two because the Belgian and French conquerors, they wanted to have class differences. They wanted to have different classes. But remember what happened in Rwanda between the Hutu and Tutsi? How it turned into a genocide? How it turned into complete and total chaos? 1 million people were killed. Villages were burned. Women were raped because of labelitis. And this is a term. Oh, it sounds like a disease, doesn't it? That's why it's supposed to sound like a disease. Because it is.
What? What's it called?
Labelitis. Because of labels. Okay? If the Hutu and Tutsi had never been differentiated from each other, maybe the conflict wouldn't have happened the way it did. But then they caught labelitis. Everybody started labeling each other. They thought they were so different from each other because one had more cows than the other. One had more resources, money than the other. But doesn't catching labelitis at Enloe, doesn't that create problems too? The labelitis, it occurs when we think we're so different and we start labeling each other and we start labeling each other in derogatory ways. And that instigates conflict. Instigates is like creating. It creates conflict. Create conflict in Rwanda, there was a genocide. 1 million people died. There was so much conflict because of that. And I'm not saying we're going to have a genocide at Enloe. I'm not saying that. But all these terms that because we caught labelitis too, like the rest of the world, it also creates youth empowerment. Okay, think of that word empowerment. Power. And then youth. We're youth. We're all youth, right?
Because could it mean like stepping up?
Yeah, it does.
Because if just one teenager or someone had an opinion, it wouldn't really mean anything. But when a bunch of teenagers come out, it just means something different.
Yes, thank you. What's your name? What?
Manisha.
Thank you. You're on point today, girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's exactly what youth empowerment means. We're here to do youth empowerment. And what's the ultimate goal of that is so hopefully through shedding light on these issues such as labelitis and what causes conflict and talking about conflict, okay? That way that hopefully by the end of all these weeks when we're doing these sessions, these little sessions, you guys will understand conflict, how it happens, how to deal with it. Next time we'll do conflict resolution, how to resolve conflict and how to look at conflict. Okay? We'll look at that. And then we'll do more stuff later on. It's a little bit more interactive. But hopefully by the end you guys will know and understand conflict so well that you'll be able to solve more conflicts that are bigger, that you think are bigger than yourselves outside of yourselves. That's the ultimate goal. And maybe it won't happen right away. And maybe it won't happen for 10 years. But my goal really is just to plant a seed in your heads. So at least to get you guys thinking more about this kind of stuff. Because I know normally I don't typically think about labelitis and what it means when people call me a goon. I don't think about that every day. I mean, even if you guys don't walk out over here thinking, yes, I'm going to make social change now with all the stuff I learned about conflict, that's okay. All I care is that at least for this time that we've had, you guys are thinking about it. And that's all that matters to me. Because you guys are a very special group of students. You guys are really bright. There's a lot of really smart kids in here. And it's just like an honor to for you guys to because I'm in 11th grade. I go to this school, it's an honor that you guys would just let me sit up here and just listen to me when I'm your classmate. So that means a lot, and thank you.
Yeah, you really are doing it.
Tomorrow we'll do stuff on conflict resolution, or no, next Wednesday.